The vectors seem to be going great, but be sure to keep this project on the down low until it's finished. I just got back from a trip, so I'll be able to... I'm gonna have to call you back. What the hell happened to my door?
Oh, dude, you should have seen it. We were having a taco party, and then these royal guards just showed up and started chasing your brother around the cafe. Some words were exchanged and then blew through a hand grenade.
Oh, for the love of Celestia, did anything else happen while I was gone?
Well, we got a new Dueling Arena, your brother's making an arcade room, and Season 8 of My Little Pony just started up.
Wait, Season 8 is here?
Greetings, Mr. Hopper. How
Hey,
can I help?
Lewis, I'm gonna need you to hold off on the project and focus on My Little Pony reviews from here on out. Don't ask why, I'm just thinking it up as I go along. Okay, bye. Dude, collab now.
Wait, what now? What the?
Hello everypony, I'm your cartoon and animation fanatic, Channel Hopper, and the channels I hop through are good enough to review.
And I'm Keen947, aka Wolfkeen.
Okay, I know I've been behind in a few reviews for the past few seasons lately, but I'm hoping to change that with today's premiere entitled School Daze Parts 1 and 2. And sorry, I got no intro at the moment, so let's just hop into the episode. Here we see our main six coming back from their theatrical adventure and surprised to learn that the map has grown in size since the last time they used it. Though with more locations of Equestria being revealed, it begs the question on how they'll be able to continue their goal to spread friendship on their own. Writing a book about friendship lessons didn't help, so it would make sense to open a school about friendship.
So Twilight goes to see Celestia for advice on how to run a school and then is told about the EEA. Basically, this show's equivalent of the Board of Education. All schools in Equestria have to be EEA approved before they are allowed to have students. So she goes to meet with the EEA and then...
Hello, my name is...
Princess Twilight Sparkle. I am Chancellor Naysay. Equestria owes you a great
Wait a
debt.
sec, is that Maurice LaMarche doing the voice? Neat, now I just need Jim Cummings and then I got a bingo. But in all seriousness, the meeting goes as you'd expect. Twilight is required to follow those standards in accordance to the book by the EEA, and as we all know by now, doing things by standards doesn't always work out for everyone, such as Rainbow Dash trying to take a test, or Pinkie Pie trying to adjust to the Yak's customs. Though the meeting does raise some interesting questions, such as how will the group go about friendship quests or tend to their businesses, such as Rainbow Dash is now a Wonderbolt, Applejack works on a farm, and Rarity has 3 boutiques to look after. I mean, other than Fluttershy and Starlight, everyone else has a job of some kind.
Dude, have you seen how small the group is in that school photo at the end of the episode? Even if we are to assume the main six and Starlight are the only workers there, it's still a small enough number to compensate the situation of someone being missing. Along with that, schools in real life always account for this by having substitutes. I wouldn't be surprised if Twilight thought this far ahead as well. Plus, I'm sure their other businesses / lives are taken into consideration for their specific teaching times.
That's true. So after a little convincing, Twilight School is open for teaching and apparently product placement. However, not everyone is on board to be a teacher.
See? If Twilight isn't stressed, you've got nothing to worry about.
We beg to differ. So we're then introduced to a variety of students of all kinds, as well as get a few appearances from some familiar faces, as well as some new ones. There's a blue griffin named Gallus from Griffinstone, Yana the Yak from Yakistan, Osalis, a changeling, Silverstream the hippogriff, Smorder the dragon, and Sandbar the pony. I'm already starting to like this episode, but I can't help but think we're forgetting something.
The School of Friendship, first day of class. Will we fail or will we pass?
Oh, that's right, our first song of the season. While I'm not much of a fan of the song, I do like how it showcases the conflict of the episode. The students seem to be getting along with each other and seem to be enthusiastic about learning, but suddenly have a change in attitude once Twilight begins to reinforce the by-the-book standards, which the students and teachers for that matter aren't too fond of this antiquated format of learning.
You even begin to see this in the rest of the main six as they also begin to become just as bored or otherwise as the students. Which leads us to the... I'm just going to call them the School 6. Basically, they decide to cut class, labeling it as a mental health break. On the same day as Friends and Families Day, which is the same day Chancellor Naysayer from the EEA is to appear. Yeah, this is going to end well, and hey, right on cue.
Problems?
Chancellor Naysay, you're here.
Yes. And you seem unprepared. If there are problems...
And in accordance to Murphy's Law, disaster in 3, 2... Dang, I was 1 second off. So on top of Friends and Family Day being a disaster, we also get pony racism from Chancellor Naysayer and his disapproval of the school, thus closing it down. And so ends part 1 and leads into part 2.
So now we begin part 2 with Twilight moping in her room with the rest of the main six and Spike trying to cheer her up, with no success. So now it's time for Starlight to jump in, and this is one of the many reasons I'm a fan of her. Instead of trying to cheer Twilight up in the traditional sense, she goes the route of, yeah, you messed up, but you can always improve. Even throwing the EEA book into the water, telling her to forget the book and what the EEA says. Just do what she feels is correct for the school and its students.
Easier said than done, as it appears the students have gone missing. Okay, why is it so easy for youngsters to run away from home in Equestria?
Find the students quickly, Twilight, or I fear our world will be at war.
Why don't you do it?
Seriously? How useless are you?
Though it's revealed they're alright and just hiding out in the castle of the two sisters. While part 1 focused on following an old standard of learning in order to spread friendship, part 2 seems to focus on the students getting along simply by interacting with one another rather than learning from a book.
Which is one of the things that does bug me on this episode. Twilight has been doing this for a long time and has even learned this lesson to some degree. For some reason here, though, she forgets that and thinks that following the book will yield the success the school needs, rather than allowing things to happen naturally. This just bugs me to no end since we've had situations like this before.
While I'm against Twilight learning the same lesson time and time again, I can understand her actions as she has been known to stick to the rules and standards, which is part of her character after all.
So back to the Student 6, they met this creature called a Puckwudgie and Ocellus tries to make friends with it. It doesn't work out and now they are trying to keep themselves safe from an oncoming attack. But they aren't afraid, since they got their friends with them, and man does that sound far more cheesy saying it than writing it.
Think, Ocellus! Did Professor Fluttershy say anything about how to beat Puckwudgies in her lecture?
I'm gonna go ahead and guess it's not pillows, apples, or cupcakes.
Huh. Guess the Everfree Forest isn't all that safe anymore. Remember when ponies were able to walk in and out without any repercussions? But luckily they were saved by the main six and offered another chance to go back to school, but without the EEA this time. Speaking of which, Twilight breaks the seal of the school, and I'm just going to say this now, this guy is going to be the main antagonist in this season. Or at the very least aid the main villain in some way, shape, or form.
And on that note... And now we present the fighters! On this side, a pony who is a chancellor of the EEA, a group which approves all the schools in Equestria, and has a place that looks like the Ministry from Harry Potter, versus the Princess of Magic, who has saved Equestria on many occasions, has a massive OCD problem, and runner of a school that isn't EEA approved! 2 will enter, 1 will leave! Seriously though, if the EEA doesn't play a larger role this season, I will be disappointed.
And that was School Dazed, every pony. I mean everyone. While the lesson in the episode feels like a rehash of other lessons in the show, the premiere did an excellent job in showcasing the series still has more to offer with its characters and storytelling. The episode executes the anti-racism narrative pretty well and can lead to some further discussions on other controversial topics done in rather more subtle ways. While I'm still on the fence about the main 6 being part-time teachers as well as protectors of Equestria, I'm willing to give it the benefit of the doubt as long as the story doesn't get too cluttered.
For me, the episode is an enjoyable one, and while I do have a few things that bug me, like how basically a guy from the Board of Education almost caused an international war, seriously, what? I had fun watching this episode, seeing these 6 new characters becoming friends, all from different walks of life, giving a chance for some interesting lore and character dynamics, as well as expanding the map and even canonizing the movie. The premiere shows that there's still more to tell and the adventures of the main 6 ain't over yet. Though I won't deny, this episode can be a bit silly or even over the top. Again, almost caused a war! And as I said, I feel like this is a lesson Twilight has learned once before. But I had fun, and can't wait to see what the rest of the season has to offer.
Wow, I haven't felt this good in a long time. I really miss these reviews.
Glad to have you back, channel. By the way, why was it so important to get this review done?
If a promise you don't keep, it will haunt you in your sleep. And as you lie beneath your quilt, you will have a conscience full of guilt.
No reason. Thanks for all your help. Would you like me to send you back to your channel?
Nah, I can walk. It isn't that far anyways.
Oh wait, don't use the door. The floor isn't stable.
See? I told ya! Oh yeah, we also have a basement now!
Well, catch you later, cartoon watchers. I'm Channel Hopper, and the next review is just a click away.